Welcome to another episode of Obscured Reality. Join your host, Mark, as he takes you through a journey of the extraordinary, bizarre, and often frightening world of the unknown. Explore topics of the paranormal, UFOs, alien abduction, lost civilizations, mythical monsters, and other unexplained mysteries. Come along with us as we transcend into another dimension of obscured reality.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Obscured Reality back again, flying solo tonight. Tonight's going to be a quick one. We got some news you guys all saw. Maybe Anna Paulina Luna, the Congresswoman, Florida. Her big announcement today, world-changing, nation-changing announcement. At least what it was publicized as. I don't know that it was really that drastic, but what should come of it should be major. We're going to have to wait to find out. But let's talk about this real quick because there's a lot of obscure things in here that need to be revealed finally. So we're going to talk about that. Let's take a look here. Representative Anna Paulina Luna. Right here. That's her. You guys have probably all seen her. Good job, Anna. Now we're going to hold you to your word. And let's hope and pray that you and the Task Oversight Committee do follow up on this and keep your words. We're all curious. So this happened today, Monday, the 11th of February. She is going to lead a new task force charged with declassifying federal materials, including those related to the assassinations of former President JFK, civil rights leader MLK Jr., and former Senator Robert F. Kennedy. Quote, examine the declassification of materials in the public interest. Yes, examine. Shouldn't say they are 100% releasing. Of course, Trump already has said that. But they're going to look at that stuff and look at getting out what they can, it sounds like. Another quote, the federal government has been hiding information from Americans for decades. She wrote this in a statement. We have spent years seeking information on the assassinations of President Kennedy, Senator Kennedy, Reverend King, and other government secrets without success. It is time to give Americans the answers they deserve, which is why I'm honored to lead this bipartisan task force that seeks truth and transparency. We will also investigate UAPs, USOs, the Epstein client list. Oh, interesting. COVID-19 origins. Interesting. And the 9/11 files, September 11th. Also touting the move was committee chair Representative James Comer. He's a Republican from Kentucky. For too long, the federal government has kept information of public interest classified, and the American people are demanding greater transparency. The secrecy has sowed distrust in our institutions, he wrote. Another quote, I believe this is from Luna. Let's see. And although no act of Congress directs the release of information pertaining to the assassinations of Robert F. Kennedy and the Reverend MLK Jr., I have determined that the release of all records in the federal government's possession pertaining to each of those assassinations is also in the public interest. Ooh, that's what the executive order reads. That is interesting because that is the executive order, right? They've determined the release of all records in the government's possession. So that's interesting. So obviously we know there's obscurity around the JFK assassination. We all know this. There's been things out there for a long time. Lots of different ideas and theories. Well, Luna did say today one little tiny speck in her speech, which was also very short, when referencing JFK files, kind of what she said, it kind of sounded like after looking at some of the information they've already looked at, um, she's under the impression there was a second shooter. So, oh man, it's going to be interesting, guys. It really is. Uh, I don't know. I hope they do it quick. I hope we don't have to wait for 5 years just for something because everyone is sick of waiting, especially on the UFO, UAP thing. It is good news for that. UAPs, unidentified aerial phenomenon, and USOs, unidentified submerged objects. Um, some on submarines call them fast movers. You don't believe me? Look it up. It's interesting. Um, Regardless of what's going on, that's good news because the truth is what matters. And that is hopefully what we're going to get. Um, Hopefully sooner than later. I'm interested on pretty much all of that. And as we know, in the two presidencies ago, uh, we were told by that particular person they believed it is straight up from China, from the lab, things like that. And that's essentially what has already basically been proven through the years now that, yeah, that's actually where it came from. Fauci, the government, they're all lying to you. Again, no surprise, right, everyone? It's why the trust is at an all time low. We are not keeping this political tonight, FYI, but this came from Congress, so we're bringing it up. And this is good news for the entirety of America. This doesn't matter what side you're on, left, right, indifferent. It doesn't matter because the stuff affects you. Just like the obscurity of where the hell has all our tax dollars gone, which has come out now, and it doesn't matter who you're for or against. This matters to everyone what's going on with the money. So that has been very obscure through the years and becoming a little less obscure to the point, there's evidence out there and people, like yourselves, done your own digging and, people found that this stuff is not quite going where they say it is. And we know for quite a few years now, there's been a massive hole of missing money um, that's been brought up. So this pertains to all of us. Um, Next up, let's bring up another picture here for you guys. Um, Chinese spy balloon. Anybody? You remember the one that came across the US and they finally shot it down once it got over the Atlantic Ocean? Um, I believe this is the one that came through Canada. I mean, my God, what a show and a half all that was in a very short period of time. So, just came out in the news today. I don't know if you guys heard this. I'm sure you have. It turns out the technologies that were on the spy balloon were all American tech. Now, think about that for a minute. All American tech. They're not saying the balloon wasn't from China. They're just saying all the technology that was used on it uh, was from us, made here. So that's interesting. Um, Looking something up on that spy balloon. I wasn't going to read anything to you guys. I wasn't looking at it. I don't know that there's a necessity to, but um, yeah, I'll tell you what one article says. You know, so this was shot down just off the coast of South Carolina. We know they allegedly were watching this thing for quite some time, um, saying there was no real threat or anything. They were trying to figure out, I'm sure they waited because they wanted to, see what they could learn. And they probably found that there was really nothing, no sensitive data that's getting transmitted anywhere. I mean, you got to remember, guys, uh, the cameras on our satellites, they take amazing photos close up of the ground from space. they don't really need to use a spy balloon to spy on us. At least for camera purposes, they don't. Um, you know, I don't know. We're gonna have to see what plays out with that. The second I read that and heard that, the first things that came to my mind was, okay, they're not saying this didn't come from China. They're saying what was shot down, they found all the technology on board, the electronics, all that was made. It was our companies out here in the US. And there's things that could go along with that. You could come up with a million different theories. The first thing that comes to my mind is wondering, uh, did we just put this thing up there on purpose to do what people have been thinking and essentially knowing for decades now, that they're just trying to cause a stir, a conundrum, possibly divisiveness, for what purposes, who the hell knows? But what is the chance that we launch that? And that's why we waited to shoot it down over the ocean. I mean, I would think they wouldn't have kept the electronics. They wouldn't have looked this stuff up and put it on file if it was from us. But, there's possibilities. Um, and the main thing is with this, with the announcement from Luna today, looking into and providing transparency and bringing these documents out to the public on JFK, UAPs, MLK, all that stuff. Um, don't jump to conclusions. Even once we're told something, don't just jump. Don't throw all your eggs in one basket. If nothing has proven to you that you shouldn't do that, it would just look at this whole UAP topic starting in 2017 with the 3 videos that came out, then Lou Elizondo, and then everybody else. Every single video has been crap. Every congressional hearing has brought up more questions, and were all mostly disappointing. And we've gotten nothing. So when these announcements are made, just remember, especially on the UAP thing, um, don't throw all your eggs in the basket yet. Maybe half of them, but that's it. Um, and let's wait and see what a little bit of time brings us after things start coming out. Um, my guess is we're going to get the truth. I'm really hoping so, but I do currently believe they're going to do this stuff and be honest about it, and that would be nice for once. But I'm not going to stick my head right into that and boom, sweet, they said it now. Finally, it's true. I'm gonna leave some hesitancy there, and keep my mind open for other possibilities. Things might happen. Who knows? So those are the updates on these things. Obscurity is slowly becoming less obscure, and that's good. Um, let us know what you guys think. Yes, by the way, I'm flying solo tonight. Had to get a quick update in. So didn't have much choice on that, but no big deal. Like, share, subscribe. Tell us what you think down below. What do you think they're going to announce? What do you think is going to come out with the JFK or the MLK files? What do you think is going to wind up ultimately coming out, if it does, about the UAP topic and what these things are that we've been watching for decades and decades and decades, centuries? Let us know. Email obscuredr1 at gmail.com. If you want to be on the show, tell your own story, um, or just tell your own story, we'll tell it for you. Shoot us an email right there, obscuredr1 at gmail. Type story in the subject line. In the body, tell us your story. We'll share it for you on here. We know people have always been very hesitant, when they've had personal experiences, hesitant to bring it out and tell anybody. We'll do it for you. We'll make a show about it. Not a big deal. We've done it in the past. But we'll tell it for you, keep you anonymous. If you want to be on the show, let us know in the email. It's super easy for you to do. Just a click or two, and that's it. You're done. Phone, tablet, computer, and you come on, tell your own story. Of course, anonymously if you'd like. Completely up to you. I think you need to do it. But yeah, let us know what you think down below. And with that said, like, share, subscribe. Already said that. And we're going to see you next time. Peace out, guys.
Thanks for watching. Be sure to check back with us often for new episodes. Feel free to drop a comment and don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to Obscured Reality.